Alrighty. I am going to unlock Pictomancer for the first time ever. Never done this quest. It is level 80. It is in Old Gridania, near-ish to... Actually, pretty much in the area where all of the Conjurer stuff happens. And it is a cheerless hearer. Hearers are what they call Conjurers, I think, mostly. It's kind of more or less what they call them, or at least another name for what they call them in Gridania, like people who listen to nature, a hearer. The quest is called The Joy of Pictomancy. It's level 80. Pictomancer starts at 80 as far as I've been able to discern. Obviously you can find ways to go back to try it at different levels, but here we go. Matron, help me. One more complaint this day and I swear... forgive me my rambling, but please, tell me you haven't come to make a complaint. My options are, I'll have you know my evening is going swimmingly, or I haven't, is something amiss. I haven't, is something amiss? Well, I should warn you that a moogle has been making a nuisance of himself here in Gridania. The palmed pest has been harassing adventurers in an attempt to rope them into some painting endeavor. Despite the lack of interest, he refuses to give up. You are an adventuring sort, are you not? If so, you would be wise to give that moogle a wide berth. Unless you are the artistic adventuring sort, I suspect he's still loitering in the Aetheryte Plaza, if my tale has piqued your interest. We'll go back that way. My Black Mage and Summoner are both 78, and they share gear with Pictomancer, and I already have all the level 80 Tombstone gear. Where am I going, dummy? 4 ranged magical casters, damage dealers. So yeah, I'm going to be leveling at least Black Mage and Pictomancer kind of side by side. You know, sharing gear seems only smart. And then also I could do Summoner, but I could also level Scholar, which I've come to enjoy the scholarly healing stuff. But there's a destination here where we will survey, look around, wait. We get a cutscene. A moogle with a red palm is talking to a lancer who's shaking his head no. Looks dejected. Another lancer and a female lancer, Elzen, and a female dark-skinned white mage, maybe? Conjurer? You there, Kupo? How would you like to do some painting? The lancer crosses her arms. Not ordinary painting, mind you. Magic painting where your works come to life. Your imagination's the limit. They look to each other. The lancer kind of gives a... Yeah, they say no. With no words. The conjurer gives a little half smile and a shrug, though, like, sorry. The moogle is dejected once again. Ah, Kupo nuts. Why won't anyone give me a chance? They could do so much good with the power of Pictomancy. I am behind him. My options are, you had me at magicked painting, or I might be interested in learning more about Pictomancy. You had me at magicked painting. He turns to me. What did you say, Kupo? You're not pulling my palm, are you? You wish to know more about Pictomancy? Truly? He's like up in my face now. I smile and nod. He flaps his arms for some reason, even though he has wings, in joy. Hooray, hooray! The name's Kupopo, and I'm extremely pleased to meet you, Kupo. I am the inheritor of a Pictomancer soul crystal, and I seek a creative individual who can carry on this arcane artistry. I cock my head at him. A history lesson is in order. Ahem. Pictomancy was conceived some 1500 years ago, in the dusk of the 5th astral era. While other schools of magic that originated during that period, such as black and white, are expressions of the caster's will, Pictomancy relies on something even more abstract, the imagination. By channeling ether into a concept held in their mind's eye, a Pictomancer can give form to the formless. I'm like, I don't get it yet, or something like that. Shake my head. It's a bit tricky to wrap your head around, I know, and that's precisely why the great Archon Realm, founder of Pictomancy, incorporated the painter's tools into our art. Scene goes black. We have this little flashback to a Lalafell-sized person with like a painting of a mountain scene in the sky with some splashes of purple and white kind of paint kind of around it. A gifted artist as well as mage, Realm took up a brush instead of a staff and wielded aether like paint to give shape to her imaginings. In this way was Pictomancy born, a magical discipline unlike any other, Kupo. Another scene. It looks like she has painted a big moogle with this like big sun kind of explosion thing. Now, Realm was a charitable soul and never ever used her powers for self-serving ends. She dedicated her life to aiding and defending those in need. During the War of the Magi, Realm traveled the land and saved countless people with her Pictomancy, and it was for those deeds that she earned a place among the 12 Archons. He's like flying or hovering proud, hands on hips, sort of. So how about it? Would you like to take up the Archon's noble legacy and become, dare I say it, a Realm Reborn? Oh, God. No. I'm hoping that joke... I give a fist and palm, but I was hoping that there would be like a moment for that joke to like not land on purpose, but... Wonderful, Kupo. Your enthusiasm warms my heart. As I have only one soul crystal, however, I must ensure that I entrust it to the right person. Therefore, before I grant you this dazzling opportunity, I require that you attend a job interview. Seek me out at the Carline Canopy, and be sure to come prepared with your fanciest Pictomanciest answers for my flurry of very professional questions. He gives a double hand wave and then leaves. Off to the Carline Canopy. I just watch him go. Scene fades as he is several tens of yalms away. Why do birds suddenly appear when I Pictomancy them in the air? Wow, that was rougher on my voice than I thought it'd be. Why'd I go for such high notes? I'm dumb. Here's Kupopo to continue. That was dumb as well, I'm sorry. Ah, there you are. I would have invited you to my cozy little hovel and put out tea and biscuits. Except I don't have a cozy little hovel, or any home to speak of, for that matter. Such is the life of an itinerant moogle, Kupo. I haven't a guild to my name either, so I can't order us tea and biscuits, but we can avail ourselves of a table. And he goes into the canopy, cutscene. I'm sitting at a table, he's hovering as normal. Camera focuses on him. Ahem. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce this interview commenced. Kupo, let's begin with the basics. Might I have your full name? My options are, I'm Mercy Valkyr, or my name doesn't matter, I'm no one of import. I'm Mercy Valkyr. 'Tis a fine name. Well met, Mercy Valkyr. Right, on to the next question. What do you consider your primary vocation? Interesting. I'm an adventurer through and through. Defender of the weak and champion of the realm, or I'm between jobs at the moment. I'm an adventurer through and through. Very good, very good. Adventurers are known to be a helpful lot, ever ready to aid those in need. You're the ideal temperament for a Pictomancer, Kupo. And moving along to the next question, how would you rate your artistic abilities? My options are, I am a master of the arts. Above average, perhaps. My stick figure drawings are second to none? ... question mark? I'm not good at art. I'm a crafter in this game, but then I just follow recipes and my stick figure drawings are second to none? I shake my head no, apparently at the same time. Well, I, for one, think stick figures are wonderful, as is your honest answer. You'll be pleased to know that Pictomancy relies more on one's imagination than their artistic abilities, so don't fret about your egregious lack of the latter. Speaking of imagination, let's try and put yours to work. Tell me the first thought that enters your mind when you hear the word moogle. My options, well, those are more than one word, but fluffiness and fun. Didn't he ask for one word? Oh, whatever. Fluffiness and fun, irrepressible cuteness, furry little shites. They kind of can be furry little shites. Furry little shites. He's like taken aback a little bit. I beg your pardon? That's a rather unsettling answer, but I suppose there's a fine line between genius and madness. I won't dwell on it, Kupo. Now, they... You know, that I think I might have been just teasing. They have mostly just been helpful, but I mean, I've had some fights against them that were rough. Like, what's it called? Thorn March? So that's a rough fight. It can be, at least, or it used to be, but I think they dumbed it down. Now, this question is very important. Someone's in trouble. What do you do? Oops, dang it, I clicked on a button. Thank God I didn't click on a different button. My options are help them without question, speak with them first to gauge the problem, ask what the reward is to see if it's worth the effort. Speak with them first to gauge the problem. This is indeed a prudent approach, Kupo. If I may ask a follow-up question, can you share a recent example of when you approached a soul in distress? Come again? A hearer who's been inundated with complaints about my Pictomancy pitches? I nod. Oh dear, that's rather disheartening, Kupo. But this isn't about me. What's important is that you are not wont to ignore the plight of another. That willingness to serve a greater purpose and emulate Archon Realms' example is the key to becoming a truly talented Pictomancer. Having considered your answers, I reckon you have what it takes to become a capable Pictomancer. I'm so relieved I found you, Kupo. I deem you worthy of the Soul Crystal. However, I should warn you that it comes with some proverbial strings attached, a bit of emotional baggage, too. You see, several moons ago, I got into a terrible argument with my best friend. We went our separate ways and I've not seen her since. I wish I could meet her again, try to reconcile, more than anything. So if we hear aught of her during our journey together, I'd like you to lend me a helping hand. I nod to him. If you're still willing to train as a Pictomancer with this condition in mind, then the Soul Crystal is yours. Just say the word, Kupo. He flies out of the scene, but stays here. We talk to him to complete the quest. So you still wish to be a Pictomancer in full acceptance of my condition? I nod. Then, as promised, I bestow upon you the Soul Crystal. And to help you get started, I prepared a set of equipment. Hopefully it fits, Kupo. What classes? I know Viper. Is it just Viper and Rogue, or Viper, Rogue, Ninja, that share the same gear? I mean, I think that's something to think about. Like, I could level Ninja, and then eventually, I think Viper is 80 and my Ninja's 70. So just get Ninja to 80, share the gear with Viper, level them both, whatever. This quest rewards 224,400 experience points, a soul of a Pictomancer, item level 515, gear coffer, level 80, and a weathered round brush, also item level 515, level 80. Excuse me. Pictomancer unlocked. Okay, so sheesh. I should have known this was about to. Blue Mage, I mean, like, you're kind of more of a specialty, little electro. I'll put you down. I almost never use this. Yeah, I don't really use this anymore, so I'll just put Blue Mage over here, and then we'll be cool. All right. And because I am going to just put on my level 80 caster gear, tombstone stuff, we will see what this gear looks like. So weathered painter's, let's actually do the brush first. The brush is literally, it just looks like your average paintbrush. You have a brown, it's like a staff size though. Long brown handle, kind of like an iron connector where the brush and the handle meet. Kind of a, yeah. And the brush is just kind of more a brownish, whitish kind of color. Pointy. More like a paintbrush, like a lot of paintbrushes you'd see for painting. Not for like painting, for art painting, not like painting walls, that kind of painting. The hat is kind of your tilted to one side, pink, kind of puffy with a white feather in it. The body is actually kind of crazy. Black under the breasts. We have a white kind of sash around the shoulders and kind of covering the top, like above the collar or like collarbone area. The black fades slowly into like a kind of a maybe eggshellish white or off-white toward the bottom, and then the back goes like all the way down with a split down the middle, all the way down to roughly mid calf, and then yeah, it's open in the front. The gloves, white, fingerless, a little bit of pink, like ribbon, a little bit. The pants go down to just below the knee. They got some purple splotches, but otherwise kind of a greenish white color. I don't know how to describe that. And the shoes are gross, but hold on. They're kind of like the pointy toe, but the toe curls up, and they're purplish, like a really light, maybe blue purple kind of thing. Gross all around. So yeah, that's that gear. This is all better. Oh, I could buy an item. Oh, it's not going to be a huge upgrade, so I probably won't spend the tomestones to buy an item level 530, because 515 is still pretty good. And I won't, until my Black Mage and Summoner or Scholar hit level 80, I won't be melding materia into this. But I also probably won't be leveling Pictomancer until I get those to 80 first. But yeah, let's equip that stuff. Gross. I hate this head. We're going to change the head. I hate the entire outfit, honestly, but I gotta, hold on. I'm going to keep that. I don't know if this can be stored in the armoire. I don't think I'm gonna. It's all Picto only, so it's not like I can use it for all, because they all share gear. I mean, once that change comes through, but okay, no, it's glamour dresser, not armoire, so it's something. Let's change this stupid headgear. Let's go where the casters are. Where's Picto? Head. Come on. Stupid mask that just, it's gross. I think my Red Mage was the last to use this gear, so it's probably, yeah, it's currently glamored to whatever a Red Mage can use, but not any other classes. I'm probably not going to do one of these hats because they're all ridiculous. What do I normally do? No, that kind of matches. It's not bad. Keep that in mind. If that ooh, I forgot I had a ribbon. Nah. Not bad, but nah. Oh, I forgot I made this too. I made this red corsage. It's... oh yeah, I like this one because it's like... you feel like you're cozy in the cold. Okay, I'll just do this one. It's a crafting hat. Or gathering, technically, but it's the same model as a crafting hat too. This is fine. It's not Picto. I could make the entire outfit into something that better fits all 3 of the casters I'll be leveling, but that's all done. Currently my Black Mage and Summoner are using this HQ level 78 stuff I made. I got some bar stuff to do. I never have return. Oh, no, it's not true. I have return on there. I never have that. Never have that. Addle, put it over here. Lucid Dreaming over here. It's where I normally have those Swift casts. I usually have it over here-ish. There's so much to put places and stuff. Surecast, I kind of tend to put it like around here-ish. Sleep, I don't really ever use it. I was gonna say this is probably gonna be the actual level 1, number 1. Okay, let's figure some stuff out here. And the quest will probably help me figure it out, but let's see, let's go down to the bottom first. The palette gauge and white paint can be accumulated by executing certain ether hue spells. Once your palette is sufficiently saturated with ether, you can consume a portion of the palette gauge to execute subtractive palette, which will temporarily alter the properties of your of your ether hue spells, significantly enhancing them. Additionally, white paint can be spent to execute Holy in White. I just clicked on that. I clicked it off. Canvases. Okay, yeah. This is the entire... Okay, canvases. Pictomancer issues the staff for a brush, painting their imaginings upon a canvas and bringing them to life through magic. By utilizing the creature canvas, the weapon canvas, and the landscape canvas, a variety of effects can be produced. Creature motifs are painted on the creature canvas and can be rendered to life through living muse, simultaneously granting a depiction of the rendered motif. Assembling depiction of palm and depiction of wings creates a moogle portrait, allowing the execution of Mog of the Ages. Weapon motifs are painted on the weapon canvas, can be rendered to life through steel muse. When a hammer is painted on the canvas, striking muse can be performed, allowing the execution of hammer stamp. And landscape motifs are painted on the landscape canvas, can be rendered to life through scenic muse. When a starry sky is painted on the canvas, starry muse can be performed, increasing the damage dealt by self and party members. Ooh, what have I gotten myself into? Okay. Creates a barrier around self that absorbs damage. Okay, so just like Black Mage, I'll put that here-ish. We'll figure that out later. You get a level 1, level 10, and level 20, and then 25, 30. So they don't give you a whole lot to start with. It's kind of crazy. Smudge is a dash that goes there. Fire and Red is my first AoE, grants ether hues for 30 seconds. Can't be done under subtractive. My AoEs usually go in my alt buttons. Paints a creature motif. This action changes when placed on the hotbar in order. I'll put it here for now. I'm not sure. It might, like, the creature, like, the motif stuff might actually go in my 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure yet how that's going to work. 40-second cooldown, Living Muse, renders your depiction of a creature to life. That actually might, let's actually put creature there. Mog of the Ages, 30-second cooldown, render your moogle portrait to life. There's 2 charges of Living Muse. I won't really know what I'm doing until I do it. Until I actually attack things, but I'm gonna figure out if this is how I want things. So creature motif right now is palm. Weapon is hammer. I think I can probably change this from palm to something else. Anyway, steel muse, I'm gonna put that here. I'm still not sure. It has a 1-minute cooldown. Hammer stamp deals unaspected damage as a critical direct hit with a potency of 500 for the first and 70% less for all remaining. It's instant. Can only be, only under the effect of hammer time. Okay. We'll figure that out, I guess. But it's pretty nice. So that might be my C. I'm not sure yet. Like C, I tend to reserve for things that I'm going to use when they're up because they're awesome, but like, yeah, I don't know. Deals ice damage to the potency of 680. Recast is longer than the general, like global. That's interesting. Can only be executed under the effect of subtractive palette. 680 is ridiculous. Blizzard 2 in Cyan would be your AoE version of Blizzard and Cyan. So you have your A. Okay. We'll see. I might put that A3 for now. Because I think Fire and Red 2 is probably going to have a follow-up, but I don't know yet. We're getting to the end of our stuff, though. Subtractive palette. 3 stacks of subtract. Okay, cannot be cast. But you have to have, I think, a certain amount of stuff over here. I think. Those are so subtractive palette. You will want to use on cooldown, but I'm not entirely sure. I might put it into my. We'll see. I might change over. These might change. Like I might says this is my thumb button. I haven't done a middle mouse button yet. And I do use that. Scenic Muse. It's another Muse. Living Muse. Mog of Ages. Steel Muse. You know, Mog of Ages isn't a Muse button, so let's... 30-second cooldown. 800 potency and 70% less for remaining enemies. It's a large radius, too. We'll see. This might be my middle. I don't know yet. I don't know anything yet. I haven't really figured out exactly how to do this stuff. So like AoE, I'm just, I think, spamming Fire and Red too. I don't see why I wouldn't. And then single target, I'm spamming Fire and Red. And then I'm using motifs when I can. So there's my palm. I need a target for this. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. But I've got my... So maybe these are just like I put them up. Like I make sure that I have them up and ready for then using them. Rend can only be executed in combat when a hammer. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hammer time. This cannot... I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, didn't I have one more? Did I? I don't think I did everything. Holy and white. I remember hearing some of that. Can only be executed while under the effect of white paint. Cannot be executed while under the effect of monochrome tones. I don't know what that white paint cost. I don't have that yet. Oh, maybe these... I wonder if you use one, like this is kind of your active guy, and then you use one and they shift over. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I can't do like creature motif, creature motif, creature motif. Like, I can't do that. Like, it let me do one of them each. Yeah. While I'm thinking about it, let's just put a random amount in my H. Random minion in here. Did I do all my rolls? Yeah. Okay. And then holy and white. I'm not sure. It's another AoE, but you use white for it. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. This can only be executed under subtractive. This can only be executed with white paint. So I don't know, we'll figure it out. Anyway, I think I am going to do the level 80 quest. That's kind of probably introducing you to all this stuff and whatnot. I need to do, before I forget, I need to do new. Drag it over here. And then I don't. The only thing I can't do is I don't want to put this above Summoner because it messes up my. I have macros for Summoner and Scholar that will, after like a 3-second wait after switching to them, will summon the correct pet. Okay, so that shouldn't do anything bad. Cool. I didn't do anything. Okay. So, I'm going to do the next quest. However, I'm going to take a little bathroom break. And for now, if you're new to my channel, my videos, I try to wave goodbye nowadays with the quest giver. And I got Guido here as well. But thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Next quest coming soon. Bye-bye for now.